played in Australia. I've played in America. I've played in Paisley. Thank you. And it's all been one big rehearsal to get here tonight to Garnet Hill. I've got a brand new album out. How many of you guys are seeing me tonight for the first time? Show of hands. Ah, quite a few of you, so that's cool. How many of you guys are seeing me for the last time? Don't say it. Give a hand down. Well, I've got a brand new album out. It's called Songwriter. Don't ask me how I came up with the title. It's just, you know, just my genius, really. Just one of these ideas. Anyway, this is a song from the brand new album. This one's called I Love You More. Maybe that guitar could come down a wee here.
Yes.
There we go. Hey darling, open up your door. I've got that love you're looking for. And on this letter is to me. I love you more with every day. Under the cover of the sky, this morning breaks for you and I. Hey little darling, won't you stay? I love you more with every day. I love you more than the day that we met. We both are older than before. There's more to life what's the best way to play a banjo? You've heard them all, probably. Said with a Stanley knife. Bit harsh, yeah? Anyway, we're going to carry on next with, this next one is one that I like to sing for my mum. You know, I'm one of eight kids. My mum had 8 babies, which I have one, and I'm like, why would you do that? Do you like life coaching a drunk midget? That much. I always say my daughter is like a blender without a lid on the top. She's 7 years old, she's a redhead. But yeah, my mum, you know, she had 8 kids. We grew up in the outskirts of Edinburgh in a place called Portobello. Anyone know of Portobello? A lot of people from the west used to come here on holidays, and then a cheap flight came into Malaga, and that put a stop to that, obviously. Costa del Port was no more. But yeah, my mum had a kind of funny upbringing because, you know, we had no money, absolutely none. We used to gather around a candle for a heat, that kind of thing. But my mum was a complete hippie, right? And she always wanted me to be a pacifist, to not fight. But I learned how to fight, and here's why. She used to drive me to my high school. I went to one of the rougher high schools in Edinburgh, and she used to drive me there in a Saab 900 that she had painted by hand the colour of a police car, and on the side it said Peace Patrol. So that's how I learned how to fight. It's because of that, somewhat ironically. But yeah, this next one is one that I like to sing for my mum. My mum, she took me to all the folk bars when I was a little kid, so I got a lot of my musical education from violent alcoholics in the folk bars, you know. But this one is one that you probably know. I brought these dragons with me. That's just part of the show. I like to have them. They're my spirit animals. Yeah, this one's called Gold Assy Go, or Wild Mountain Time. You'll know it, probably. And the reason why it's called Wild Mountain Time, do you guys know about this? That women used to wear a little sprig of Wild Mountain Time as a way to, it smelled nice, as a way to like attract a mate, you know? So it's like the Lynx Africa of the 1700s, you know? Is anyone in this room wearing Lynx Africa? Good. That's good. If you are, cut that shit out, okay? I talked about this, I was doing a gig and I was talking about, I don't know why I seem to talk about Lynx Africa quite a lot for some reason. But I was talking about Lynx Africa at the gig. Everyone was like laughing their heads off. Got back to the guy's house who we were staying with. I went to use the bathroom. The guy he had the shower gel, he had the deodorant, he had like, it was like everything that you could have, you know. And that's how me and Tim first met. Do you guys feel like singing? Amazing, great. Just sing the same song as me. surely find no other to blue mountains on This is a song that I wrote because I was getting on a train to go and play a gig. I saw a woman in the train station. She was crying. So I wrote this song for her. This one's called Get a Grip. It's not really called that. Oh, blue-eyed woman crying in the station, and I wish that there was something I could do. As a grief is rolling through her like a freight train, and I wonder why she feels so blue. If her daddy's gone, I tell her it gets harder. If her lover's gone, I tell her that she's free. As a bird that flies across the waves to ocean, as a wind that blows along the rolling sea. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Darling, don't you know sure everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. There's someone that will hold you through the night. And if you find that feeling in the darkness, it's something that will lead you to the light. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Darling, don't you know? 2 seconds. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Cheers. That's tend to look at the set list for my own gig. Perfect. Well, nice singing, everyone. And I just want to say as well, I was looking out there, I was thinking, what a lot of really seriously sexy faces out there. God, there's some hot people out there tonight. I love to see it. We went to Fife went to Fife, nowhere near Upper Largo, might I add. Not as sexy. Tell you what happened to me in Upper Largo. I didn't tell you guys about this. I was wearing a red and yellow stripy jumper, and I was walking down the street, and a guy swerved past me in a car and went, "Where's Wally?" So that's Fife for you. Be kind of. I'd like to invite Sarah up to the stage. Let's hear it for Sarah, everyone. I'm going to sing a song now that is an old one of mine, but it's interesting. I had the experience of going viral on the internet over the last couple of years, which, if you're thinking about doing it, guys, I would not recommend it. It's there's different levels, you know what I'm saying? Instagram, TikTok, all the different stuff, it's all different. I recently went viral on Facebook, which it turns out that now I basically have a job managing an old folks home. It's just everyone's just trying to remember their login details. It's brilliant, I love it. But funnily enough, of all the songs that might have gone viral, this is the one that did, which is kind of interesting. This is a song that I wrote for my dad. And I was 21 years old when I wrote this song, which I'm not anymore. Any 21-year-olds in the house tonight? Yeah? I'm confused. Is there? I know we all feel like we're 21 on the inside, right? Still. But I know I'm not. Recently I've never noticed this in my life, but I went to the museum with my daughter, and I saw one of those foldable chairs that you take around the museum. I didn't take it, but I clocked it. I was like, yeah. That was the first time I thought, yeah, that's a pretty good idea, you know? This is a song from my very first album. This one's called Oh My God. Thank you. That's my mum. I just pay her at a couple of gigs and clap when I sing one. I like that Sarah always brings so many nice lights. It's really nice, eh? She's done a beautiful job. Like, boys don't, I would be like, get the big light on, go. You know what I mean? But it's lovely, like I always feel a bit like when Sarah comes that we're doing some kind of seance, you know? I was 4. First I heard a man could leave and not return without a warning. Some signs read the lines between the pages of the papers in the morning. sunsets. Oh my God, oh my God, I'm gonna die. I'm not ready. Oh my God, oh my God, I'm gonna die. I'm not ready. The secure back goes like this. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Let's hear you. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I was born. First I heard a man can leave and not return without warning. Mama said, one day Ben will be along, the restful sun that brings no morning. Oh my God, I'm gonna die when I get home. I'm not ready. Oh my God, oh my God, I'm gonna die when I get home. I'm not ready. 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 Let's go for Sarah, everyone. Go to sing for Sarah. Cheers, everyone. Well, thanks a lot, guys. Yeah, we played that one in bigger about a year ago, and the guy who was putting the gig on came through. He's probably about 94. He said to me, my favourite one, son, was your song, I'm Ready. Oh, that's the last gig in bigger. Yeah, I just want to obviously apologise to you guys about that there's not a raffle tonight. I know that there's a few, obviously I was going to do one, but I got a lot of emails from people saying about last trains, and also obviously we've had this issue, Jen's had this issue since we mainly do a lot of village halls up north, and Jen got really badly addicted to raffling just on the last run. She was like, yeah, she was just maxing out credit cards. She was like, one more strip, I can get those Quality Street. I was like, Jen, you're not yourself. It was crazy. So that's why we can't do a raffle. But yeah, the worst, not even the worst, but just the weirdest raffle I ever was at was one in Strath somewhere, and we weren't there, and the top prize in the raffle was a tub of Vaseline. big, dude. It was massive. I've still got it in my house. And then also, they also had this is all 100% true. They had a dead fish in a bag of ice. Yeah. And then they had, now this will be interesting here. They had probably 6 tables, like the whole way along the wall, and it was all sandwiches. There was about 20 grannies just making sandwiches, right? All called Betty, all called Sandra probably. Millions of sandwiches, man. I'm going to say 60% egg and cress. Which I thought no one liked. But I've been doing some research on the gigs. Please can I get a show of hands if you would eat an egg and cress sandwich? Fuck me, that's the highest one yet. God.
It's my favourite one.
Is it? Oh, we've got an egg and cresser in the band even. Jeez.
That's me done.
Tonight's Tim's last night playing with us, so
First and last.
yeah, and then the weirdest thing that happened was I was like, oh, does anyone have any requests? And a guy in the front row who was only 8 years old, who had a mullet, and he was wearing a denim jacket with the sleeves cut off, and he said, yeah, I want to hear, I think he was drinking a beer, and he said, I want to hear Mothers Don't Let Your Children Grow Up to Be Cowboys by Waylon Jennings. This is all completely true. And then I looked at Jen and said, we need to leave. So that's why there's no raffle. Or egg and cress sandwiches. Yeah, but I do have CDs for sale, which is a bit like a raffle, except for you're guaranteed to win a prize of a CD that you have probably no way to play. But maybe your mum has like a CD drive in her car. I don't know. Probably. Or a cassette thing. Remember cassettes? Getting the pencil in, trying to, you know. Anyway, we're going to sing another song now, and this is one, again, this one is from the new album. And this is a song that I wrote because I saw, it seems like there's a lot of division in the world right now between, I've noticed it between men and women, and I decided I was going to fix it with this song. So you're welcome, everyone.
Sometimes it's hard to be a man.
miles. Go take a look through time. Sometimes it's hard to be sometimes it's hard to be a man. Sometimes it's hard to be a man. When the dirty work needs to end, when the bullets are flying, who's gonna fall? Sometimes it's hard to be alone. Thank you. I'm desperate for a wee. This never happens. Jen is gonna play. Who was here? Jen and Tim do a beautiful tune together, everyone. You'll never see me again.
You are my sister. That's what's next to the thing. We'll just go to that key.
Yeah, perfect. What key is that?
C, I think. C. That's what I've written down.
Take it away.
I wasn't expecting that.
That backfired. That backfired because Tim's great. God damn it. Yeah, does anyone ever, if you're a man, men out there, be honest on this one. Do you ever go for a wee, hit the flush and then try and beat the flush? There's a very strong nod from a few of you. Because I just did that there. I'm just wondering if TMI, yeah. For sure, yeah. Yeah, I said that to my friend, and he said he tries to do a number 2 and beat the Flush. I was like, dude. I was sorry. Anyway, good to catch up a bit after Tim's song there. We'll just get back to the gig. I wrote this next song for my sister, Catherine. It's her birthday today. I don't know if that deserves a round of applause, but maybe. But yeah, you know, as I mentioned earlier, I'm one of 8 kids. I have 4 brothers and 4 sisters. And this is a song that I wrote for one of my sisters. And it's called, the title of this one is, You Are My Sister. You know, again, I don't know where I get these titles from. They just come to me, you know. We've not spoken for a while, even though it's not our style to be estranged. I've been busy making money, and your niece is playing football in the rain. There are times I see her in the way she turns around to look when I call her name. You both can be tamed. You are my sister, in case you can't tell. Been throwing pennies in the wishing well, and there's no heaven without a little hell. Hope you know I love you, and I wish you well. So much complication, it takes a lot to love someone like me. I'm sorry I could never be the brother that you needed me to be. But I'm not our father, and you are not our mother, don't you see? We could be free. You are my sister, in case you can't tell. Been throwing pennies in the wishing well, and there's no heaven without a little hell. Hope you know I love you, and I wish you well. I've had lovers, I've had friends, turn around and they're gone again. And through the years, you were always there. There are things only we have shared. You are my sister, in case you can't tell. Been throwing pennies in the wishing well, and there's no heaven without a little hell. Hope you know I love you, and I wish you well. Hope you know I love you, and I wish you well. Thank you. Hey, let's hear it for Tim. It's Tim's first time playing all the stuff tonight. It's been great. Let's hear it. Yeah, so we're going to carry on next with my musical education came from my mom, like I said before, and also it came from my dad. By the way, how's everyone feeling? Amazing. Awesome. Great. Okay, back to the gig. Good time. Good to catch up. Yeah, my dad, he loved songwriters. He loved listening to songwriters in his car. And he loved dogs. He loved old cars. He was quite a typical guy. He was good at making money and fighting cars and dogs. Humans, not amazing, you know? But he did his best. And yeah, he passed back in 2012. And the funny thing with having like a 7-year-old is it's almost like Rosa has this grandparent who she's never met. I'm sure many of you have that experience, right? It's a funny one. I overheard her the other day, and it's great. 7-year-olds are brilliant because their wee brains have started working, and you hear them having a crack with their mates. And she was like speaking to her little friend Ellie. She was like, "Yeah, Ellie, my dad's dad, he died of ADHD." I was like trying to figure out, how does that work? Is it like you're so late that someone just kills you eventually? You know? But my dad, you know, looking back, man, there's a lot more diagnoses now. Let's put it that way. Everyone's getting a diagnosis now, right? In my dad's time, not so much. I'm like, looking back, did he have AC/DC? Did he have HDMI? Who knows? But yeah, this next one is one that I can remember hearing this for the first time at probably the age of 8. And I'm a big Bob Dylan fan. I love Bob Dylan. I got into him very young, total legend. And I remember hearing this song and thinking, being a grown-up is going to be cool. You know, it's going to be fun. Turns out it's not that fun. What do you guys think? I just keep getting freaking bills. It's just like constant, isn't it, with the bills? I'm like, you want me to pay this bill? Me? A farmer baby? You know what I mean? It's wild. But you know, I have my dad to thank for a lot of the American songwriters. This is one that I remember connecting to a lot as a kid. Sing along if you guys know it. It's okay. He's the most polite banjo player I've ever worked with. Last time we were here was with Kieran Ryan, and he was playing banjo. He fucking farted on stage, dude. He did. And it was during Oh My God. I was like, come on, man. You know?
That's pure banjo player.
Oh, God. I joined in, because I was like, it's going to be weird if just one of us, you know, I just had the whole room. Everyone was just going for it. Anyway, sorry. No one feels any pain. Tonight as I stand inside the rain, everybody knows baby's coming close. But lately I see her ribbons and her bows have fallen from her curls. Oh, she takes just yes, she does, and she fits just like she takes just now. Yeah, she does, and she thinks just now. You know it's true, she makes love just now. And she breaks just like a little thirst. So keep it here. And your long time curse hurts. What is worse? Oh, is this pain in here? I can't say it here. Just can't fit. I believe it's time for us to quit. But when we meet again, introduce as friends, please don't let you I was hungry, and you're hungry too. On shakes, just now. You know she does, and she takes just now. You know it's true, and she makes love just now. But she breaks just like a little girl. Thank you. I'm going to play a wee solo song now. So get off the stage. This is a wee song that any guys heard of a songwriter called Jackson C. Frank? Okay, perfect. One person. He's very not super well known singer, but he was around in the 60s, and he was one of these guys who wasn't mega famous when he was alive. Turns out dying is quite a good way of getting famous, by the way, in case you're thinking about it. But a bit like Robert Burns, like he was quite successful in his time, but then he died, and it was like mega success. So Jackson C. Frank was a little bit like that. I'm going to do a song, Blues Run the Game, from the album Blues Run the Game. Sarah, what was this table made for, other than that light? Because that is the smallest table that I've ever seen in my life. We did a gig, I remember doing a gig once, and there was like, they phoned us right before the gig. They were like, bad news or good news, right? Always good to get that call. I was like, just tell me what's going on. And we're like, so the venues fell through, but don't worry, we've got an amazing replacement, right? And we got to the replacement venue, and it was a kids' primary school, and the whole audience were just sitting on tiny chairs. I was like, this is not good. This is not good. When I sleep in bed, when I'm not sleeping, you know you'll find me crying. Send that for whiskey, baby, send that for gin. Me and room service, honey, me and room service, babe. Please welcome back to the stage, Joanna. I see you're wearing a hat, Jen. A little costume change there, huh? I'd like to see it. We're the hat pals. The hat buds. Just 3 hat buds. Well, listen, we couldn't come all the way to Glasgow without singing a song by Bob Marley. Right? You know? Gotta be done. Yeah, this one's in F sharp, in case you guys want to sing along. My mate John was doing a gig in a concert hall in Glasgow one time, and he said, he was like, he's on stage, right, with a band, there's 5 of them, he's like, is that a trumpet? I'm sure there's no one in the band with a trumpet. This is a true story, dude. A guy had brought a trumpet to the concert hall in the gig, and he was just playing along. Yeah. What a fucking legend. Imagine this. Imagine leaving the house. He's like, right, I'll get my keys, get my phone, I'll just take my trumpet, just in case I fancy to play trumpet at someone else's gig in the concert hall. It's not all that glitters is gold. Half your story has never been told. So now you see the light. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Sarah, come up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Preacher, don't tell me heaven is under the earth, 'cause I know you don't know what life is really worth. It's not all that glitters is gold. Half your story has never been told. So now you see the light. Stand up for your right. Let's hear ya. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. You're sick and tired of your ism schism. Able to heaven, Jesus name. We know how we understand. How mighty God is a living man. You can fill some people sometimes, but you can't fill all the people all the time. Tonight you see the light. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Life is your right. So you can't give up the fight. How you getting on, Jen? Great. Well, it's always good to catch up with Jen and then just get back to the gig. So yeah, we'll carry on. I'm gonna do a different song. I'm just gonna throw a song at you, Tim.
Sweet.
I feel like Tim can handle it, right, guys?
Sure. What do we do?
We're gonna play Bohemian Rhapsody. We are gonna play a song called Joanna that I wrote for my friend, her name is Joanna. So I wrote this one for her. And I wrote it because she was moving from Edinburgh down to London. And so I wrote this song for her because she was missing home. So I wrote it like I was Scotland talking to her, saying, "Come on home, you silly cow." And it's in B flat, everyone.
Alright, that's good old banjo key, that.
Perfect. I have to invent a new instrument for that.
Actually, I don't know where it is.
It's great being Scottish, isn't it? I love being Scottish. What did you say? I don't know, that's a new language. I don't know what they're saying, but I wish you all the best. whatever's going on over there. I love Frankie Boyle said the most Scottish thing he ever saw was a guy leaning in a doorway doing a wee, and then he took out some keys and put them in the door. But it's funny because anyone I know who's moved away, we always feel this kind of, this pull to come back, and it doesn't really make sense, you know, because it's cold, and you know, it's, but we love it here, don't we? It's there's magic in Scotland. All the nights we spent together, when the fire burned so bright, we were young and wild and tender, and the world wasn't out of sight. All the summers so much longer, so much longer than today. Now the world feels so much older. Now the world feels big and grey. Oh, Joanna, won't you stay? Oh, Joanna, don't you go? Did I tell you? Did I even let you know? When London's lights are in your eyes, when I see you still and slow, do you hear that Northland's howling? Do you hear that Northland moan? Do you know I'm thinking of you, like the sky down to the sea, in the dead of night I wonder, do you ever think of me? Oh, Joanna, won't you stay? Oh, Joanna, don't you go? Did I tell you that I love you? Did I even let you know? Let's hear it. Oh, Joanna, won't you stay? Oh, Joanna, don't you go? Did I tell you that I love you? Did I even let you know? Friday night and I'm feeling lonely. It's kinda like the other sex, while Joanna's down in Dalston, pouring wine and cooking fish. Sunday mornings like a freight train, and the week is cold and long. Does she hear that Northland howling? Oh, Joanna, don't go. Did I tell you that I love? Did you? Oh, Joanna, won't you stay? Oh, Joanna, don't go. Did I tell you that I loved you? Did I let you? Let's hear it for Tim, everyone, for playing out for the first time. Hell yeah. We're going to carry on next. This is another song that I wrote for, I wrote this one for my daughter. Any parents in the house? Any grandparents? Listen to their smug energy, you fuckers. Listen, grandparents, I've got a message for you guys, okay? From us parents. Stop telling us to enjoy every minute. Okay? You didn't enjoy every minute. Yeah, this one's for, we'll sing this one for our kids, and we'll sing it for our grandkids, and we'll stop there, because otherwise it just starts getting crazy. But yeah, it's funny, like I remember I wrote this song after kind of having like my first time alone with my daughter. Her mum went away to London, second attempt. She tried once before and the baby cried so much that she just couldn't go, and then she went the next time and she actually went, and I remember just being with this baby on my own for the first. I was just like, alright mate, you know, like just holding it, just such a trippy kind of moment. But we got through it. We got through that time together, and then I, gave her away after that. So, but I have a great relationship with Roseanne, and it's funny though, people say like, oh, you miss it, when they grow up. I don't think so, I think like all the different stages are great, but I like babies to look at. You know what I mean? They're really cute. We've got a wee neighbour downstairs. His name's Ezra. He's fat as hell. He's a little unit. He's as long each way. He's just like a little ball, basically. And it's great, man. Just get a wee shot, give it back. Brilliant. That's probably what it feels like to be a grandparent, actually. It's so good, man. Welcome back. Did you try and beat the flush? I might get t-shirts that say, I beat the flush. Yeah.
Before we came through for the gig, number 3 son told me we were going to be grandparents again.
Whoa.
So that's one minute. 9.
God, 9. Well, get that bank card ready, son. Congratulations. Let's hear it. That's beautiful news. Congrats. Do you have a name for the little one?
Begin with B, Adam.
B.
What?
B. P.
B.
Okay. Well, congrats to the baby whose name begins with B. We'll sing this one for Lil B, as I call him. That's my nickname for him. We're going to sing If You Ever Needed Me.
Right.
In E. Your bit goes like this. If you ever needed me, I would give it all to you. If you ever needed me, I would give it all Let's hear you. I would give it all to you. If you ever needed me, I would give it all to you. It's the small pleasures, fever in the morning time, take you to the garden, hang out on the old clothesline. Here comes the sunrise, waiting on the rooster, cruelly grows at night time. Watch another TV show. If you ever needed me, I would give it all to you. If you ever needed me, I would give it all to you. Babies in the cradle, look at how the flowers grow. I can hear your voice now. Listen to the radio. Living as a born son, loving as a man free. Is there, baby, you're a look like me. Let's hear you. If you ever needed me, I would give it all to you. If you ever needed me, I would give it all to you. If you ever needed me, I would give it all to you. If you ever needed me, I would give it all to you. Judy's on the railroad, she doesn't even come down to you. Boy, you better lay low, save it for another year. If you ever needed me, I would give it all to you. If you ever needed me, I would give it all to you. If you ever needed me, I would give it all to you. If you ever needed me, I would give it all to you. Cheers. Thanks a lot. Sing along if you guys know this one. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I had you in my arms. We're gonna play a song now. This one I wrote for my friend, and he's the kind of guy who drinks Night Nurse when you run out of alcohol. With fizzy water though, he's not a savage. It's actually not bad. I tried it. Pretty nice. Your wee goes green. That's the only thing. Yeah, I wrote this one for him because he's that kind of friend where you go, I'm going to bring him, and your other mates go, please, don't bring him. You know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're that guy. Okay, just so you know. But yeah, we're getting close to the end, guys. The end of life. No. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I did a gig once and there was a baby called Freddie and everyone was just singing We Love Freddie at that bit. Oh my god, that was quite good. And then someone was like holding the baby up. It's a pretty good night. Yeah, so I just want to say, genuinely, buy a CD. No, I'm only kidding. I'm not kidding. No, in all seriousness, though, I want to say, never forget me. Okay? Never forget this night that we have shared, because I will never forget any of you. Okay? I'll remember all of you. Because this has been the best night of my life. Okay, there's a bit for the ladies to sing. Goes like this. I wanna be your friend. Let's hear you, ladies. Fellas, your bit goes. I wanna be your friend. All together now. I wanna be your friend. You're loving to me. You're wild and free. You live like a storm. When the world melts and swells, you smile through it all to keep yourself warm. I wanna be your friend. I wanna be your friend. They take you for time because you're the kind that makes me so blue. But they don't have the strength to live in this world knowing that you do. Let's hear you. I wanna be your friend. I wanna be your friend. Ladies and gents, make some noise on the keys, all the way from Albany, Jen Austin. On the banjo, the guitar, all the way from Philadelphia. Let's hear it for Tim, everyone. Let's hear it for Sarah as well. Let's hear it for me. Hell yeah. I wanna be your friend. So, good night, everyone. Tim fucking started the car engine already. We're having the engine out there. Oh yeah. Well, do you know what we could do? I'll do you. What I was going to do was another drinking song that I just wrote, but I don't know if that is satisfactory. But maybe we could just do both. Just a big boozy end to the night. Why not? This, yeah, let's do that, and then this is starting to be a bit worrying that I've got just loads of songs about alcohol, but I love drinking, so my motto is never drink so much that you become an alcoholic, because then you have to stop drinking. That's my rule. Just enough. Just whatever, just before you become an alcoholic, just that amount. Eh?
2 liters.
2 liters for breakfast. That was not expected to sing right now, but I'll do it for you, why not? This one's called Mother Oak. It's easy peasy. It's in, oh, cool. What key is that?
C.
D. Well, that's D.
D.
That's D.
All right.
Won't you come and drinking with me? Won't you come and drinking with me? For my eyes still glow and have money to blow. Won't you come and drinking with me? I'll be ever so glad if you do. I'll be ever so glad if you do. I wrote, I had this idea where I thought, maybe when you go to heaven, it's like you can just drink as much as you want and nothing bad happens, right? Maybe that's what it is. And so this song came from there. Guys, thanks a million for coming out tonight. Really appreciate you all coming here to this gig. How cool is this room? I love this. It's got a good vibe. A lot of focus, a lot of hustle, a lot of energy, a lot of attention, a lot of listening. Love to see it. Great work. Come and say hi at the end. I'm going to stand, I'll be next to the door where the CDs are, just with a little photo of my daughter, just in case anyone wants to walk past me. As I said before, she's 7, and it's expensive having a 7-year-old for sure. So. Okay, the words in the chorus for you guys to sing are: I will go where the rivers flow with whiskey. I will go where the streets are red with wine. While I'm living, I'll stay healthy, focused, strong and wealthy. But in heaven, you can drink till closing time. I thought I was in A flat. Yeah.
A flat, right. Got it.
Yeah. That was a strong start to the song.
I was like, that's all right. That's
Neil, okay, here we go.
all right, we're good.
My first taste of alcohol, walking by the old beach wall, I felt my every trouble fade away. My first taste of devil's green, I disappeared into a dream. If only it was free, no price to pay. I will go where the rivers flow with whiskey. I will go where the streets are red with wine. While I'm living, I'll stay healthy, focused, strong, and wealthy. But maybe you can tell those in time. Your angels bring steak and eggs for breakfast. Say gone now, take another line. And nothing makes you sad. Your conscience won't feel like coming together. You can drink till closing time. I will go where the rivers flow with whiskey. I will go where the streets are red with wine. While I'm living, I'll stay healthy, focused, strong, wealthy. You can drink till closing time. And there's bottles growing on the trees in England. And the bar is open for eternity. And they're always pleased to see you, and they never charge a penny. 'Cause up here, everything's free. So you sing, I will go where the rivers flow with whiskey. I will go where the streets are red with wine. While I'm living, I'll stay healthy, focused, strong, and wealthy. Oh, till closing time. I will go where the rivers flow with whiskey. I will go where the streets are red with wine. While I'm living, I'll stay healthy, focused, strong, wealthy. You can drink till